Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wex TV. Today, we've got a special guest. I'm sure I always say that. Today, we have a special guest. Yeah, well, but today we actually do. And you will use your own discretion when you see who we have. And you'll understand when I say special, I mean special. I think the special will probably have to be in different levels of special.
Yes. And I think the way you say it also has to have certain levels. Because this one is
this
special.
one. Oh yeah. I mean, I remember when we had Bra Crooks, we were saying, "Oh, this one." When we had DJ Bradley, we were like, "This one," But no, on the real, on this one, like we're blowing your mind. Like we'll blow your mind over. You were not even expecting to see this legend. Like it's someone you're not even thinking we will talk to. Like I don't think we even qualify to even talk to this gentleman.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're lucky.
So lucky, and for him to just take the time to say, you know what, boys, let me come hang out with you, spread some gems. It's an honor, man. It's a true honor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from the East Rand, the east side of Johannesburg, right? I don't know if I should say Vosloorus, but he will clarify for us.
Yeah.
A true legend, ladies and gentlemen. In the building, we've got DJ Choc.
Welcome, Grootman.
So, how are you guys?
We are good, man. It's such an honor to be sitting next to you. You know?
All human, man.
It's your name holds a lot of weight. You know.
Well, I would say 60%. I would say.
He's being modest.
Yeah, obviously. He's being modest.
Being really modest. But it's such an honor for us to be chilling with you. But am I correct in saying that you're from Vosloorus?
Yeah.
Vosloorus, born and raised?
Born and raised in Vosloorus.
So take us to a young, you said your real name is?
Buiselo. Grant Ngwenye.
Right. So a young Buiselo growing up in Vosloorus, right? Ekaya, are you from a musical family or?
Yes. My dad used to be a jazz DJ, actually.
Right.
One of the best jazz DJs and a tennis player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tennis?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Tennis player.
You hardly hear people about Badlali tennis,
I hardly, especially black people, and especially from those days.
Yeah, especially in those days, right?
I know. It was, my dad also used to work for Maspala then.
Okay.
Municipality. I forgot what it was called those days.
Yeah.
But he used to work for them, so that was the advantage he had. And then he actually built the tennis courts in Vosloo, all age. He was involved in the community.
Yeah. Sure.
In developing Vosloorus, because it was new. Apparently, just before I was born, they used to live somewhere in a place called Stettenville. It's now called Recha Park.
Oh, Recha Park, yes. Oh.
That's before Vosloorus, and they were moved to Vosloorus.
Okay, into Vosloorus.
He was he was actually a town planner.
Oh,
of Vosloo.
Okay. So he was one of the first people to move into a Vosloorus.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Before Kuba, because I know Vosloo nama sections,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mawastela and Nguni section and Sutu section.
Section. Okay.
Only.
Right.
Extension 1.
So he was a jazz DJ.
He was a jazz DJ.
So he collected a lot of music.
Lots of music.
And that's where the passion came from.
Yeah. In fact, I used to assist him in some things because he also had these Chinese sound systems he was hiring out to those jazz people. So that's how I learned the sound side of it. To build speakers. Because my dad used to be a hard worker.
Yeah.
So
that's where you get it from, because you're a hard worker.
Yeah, no. I still am.
You still are.
You know what? I like being hands-on.
Yeah.
Which is very good for business.
Yes.
It's very good for business, so that you know what you're doing, so that even when someone else does it, you're able to tell him, no, you have to do it this way.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
because I've done it. Yeah. Oh no, Kaya, sure.
You end up buying material that's not even for your stuff.
So uthengela abanye abantu.
Uthengela abanye abantu. So you must know exactly what's needed, what has to be done.
Right.
Or whatever, your builder, you be right.
Yes. So in that time, right, obviously, did you have an idea of what you wanted to become when you grow up?
Yeah, in those years, we all wanted to be doctors.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, especially coming from my family, my mom and I, because sister, and her sister then was like a doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, and hey, in fact, my mom, I don't know how many degrees she's got.
Wow.
She had more than my degrees are more than being a doctor. So
she was constantly advancing herself.
Yeah, constantly, and she ended up being given a hospital to run.
Wow. Corner a force.
No. It's Kalextal.
Oh,
Yeah, she was in Vosloorus.
Okay.
She headed one clinic, which was called Polyclinic.
Right.
And then from there, she was given her own
to
run.
Wow.
So I am from that kind of a family.
Okay.
Who did not actually like what I started doing when I grew up.
Right.
They definitely didn't want you to be a DJ.
Yeah, no. It didn't make sense to them at all.
Had you already given them the idea that I actually want to be this?
No, because I was supporting my dad.
Okay.
My dad taught me to be a DJ.
Yes.
Taught me to be a DJ.
Right.
And then I took it further.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I had all the spare time. I had a very strict dad.
Yes.
And unfortunately, he was working a kilometer away from the house. So
so we get yeah.
So he'd pop in at home anytime.
Yeah.
So after school, he'd collect me or come check if I'm home.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And make sure that I go to and do my tennis, I exercise,
Yes.
all those things.
Right, right. So, I mean, in that time then, obviously, like you're saying, did you aspire to be something when you...
You know what?
Finished?
Actually, all I was focused on was school and assisting my dad.
Your dad, right?
Not thinking that what he's teaching me
Yeah.
is something that can make me live.
Yes.
I was just assisting him. I was the closest. My elder brother was at university then.
Okay.
And Zendi, which is my younger brother, was still very young, too young.
Which is what a lot of people also don't know, that you are actually DJ Zandy's older brother, right?
Yes.
Shout out to DJ Zandy. Yeah. One of the best to ever do it, man. He's really skilled. You know, I don't even want to call him a hip hop DJ, but just an all-rounder DJ, man.
Yeah, obviously we probably took it from Choc.
I think so too. Maybe I tell your friends that no, I don't think so.
No, you know what he does say. I hear it from people because I'm not really a social media person,
yes.
so I hear it good in his interviews. He does say good, because when you grow up. My dad had already passed on, so I taught him most of the things. I taught him I had to be
the father figure. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to DJ Zandy. So, at the time, what was the popular music when you were actually now trying to steer yourself towards being a DJ? What was the popular genre that you were specializing in?
We had then. Okay, can I just mention the year first? So
so Wax is big on years, so you made him very happy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
1986, which was one of the worst years where people were striking, and that's when my father started the first club in Vosloorus.
Okay.
And then it was just more music that's being played on radio.
Yeah.
Which was your very old school, your Evelyn Champagne King,
right?
Joy Sims,
all those.
Yes. And then there was something called a 626 in Vosloorus, dance competitions.
Right.
So that's where I actually started.
Oh, playing. Okay.
But 1986 is when I was now A proper DJ, not a professional DJ.
Okay.
Just a proper DJ, fade in and out.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Those days.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't really know about mixing.
Yeah.
But mixing was there already.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And I used to listen to, obviously I was from a Poshiana family.
Yeah.
To more white radio stations.
Right.
Yeah.
Radio 5.
There was Capital 604, which was my favorite.
Okay.
So over the weekend, it was from Durban.
Right.
Yeah, you'd battle to get it here.
Okay.
But I don't know what my dad did. I could listen
Get the frequency.
to my favorite, every Saturday evening.
Okay.
That's when I learned about house.
That's
when I learned.
Do you know the DJs that were playing at the time then?
Okay, I'll tell you now because he's still on and is actually working with my daughter.
Okay.
At Jacaranda FM.
Okay.
I'll tell you now. Yes.
Jazzy D?
No. JZT is he's one of the oldest DJ at Jacaranda FM.
Right.
So
the name will come, right?
The name will come.
So he was one of the guys that you were listening to?
They were promoting mega tracks. I'll explain you mega tracks because you guys don't know. That's when house started.
Okay.
Mega tracks is now House Africa.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's when it started. That show was called Mega Tracks from
Right.
Capital 604,
Right.
the radio. And they opened a record shop. There's a guy called Prawili.
Prawili, yes, from
Yeah,
Tembisa, right?
from
Shout out to
Tembisa,
Prawili, yes.
Yeah. I actually work with him every Monday.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's the closest
Marvelous guy.
DJ
Yes.
to me now. I work with him.
Oh, okay.
So they opened it with Christos working there.
Oh.
Was it before it was called Groove Record? What was
Yeah,
No,
no.
I think that one was
The first one was called Megatrax.
Megatrax.
That's where it started. It was called Megatrax.
So those were the only people that were shipping house music to the country.
Yeah, that guy was the first guy I knew that played house.
Wow.
And then started collecting music from Look and Listen.
Yes.
And the Hillbrow Record Center, which was in the basement in Hillbrow.
Yes.
I was
yes.
very young. I was 17 years
Right.
then. I was like 16, sorry.
Okay.
Because at 17 I was doing matric. I was already playing house.
So you're playing house music by then.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I was already playing house. We were collecting, it was compilations called Chicago House Sounds.
Oh, yes.
That's
yes.
when house music was introduced.
Right.
Frankie Knuckles' first songs.
Yes.
I still have all those.
Marshall Jefferson, the
and
guy.
you know, my dad used to buy music from the Kohinos, and they never used to import.
Yeah.
So when I knew about house music,
Yes.
when I used to get paid from
You're
helping
clubbing,
my
yes.
dad.
Oh,
No,
you're
no,
dead, right?
from helping my dad. So I used to take each vinyl then. A single was about 25 rands, which was very expensive because a full album was about 17 rands local, local copy. But a single house was about 25 rands. So
I suppose it's the shipping cost and all.
Yeah, suppose, right?
yeah. So I used to go and buy just one
Yeah.
over the weekend because
Yeah.
I was doing here at Vets, we had Mets classes
On Saturdays.
on Saturdays.
Right.
Yes, here at Vets. So stay Kineko, I would come to Vets. After Vets, go to Hillbrow.
Yes.
Go to
Spot the
Hillbrow.
similarity?
I do.
Remember TJ Bradley?
I remember.
Yes.
Go to Hillbrow, go and there was a shop called Mullah's in Small Street.
Mullah's, yes. Shout out to Mullah's, yeah.
They never used to allow a lot of black guys. That guy was a bit racist, but he used to allow me.
Right.
He just needed someone that could speak English.
And you were good
Yeah,
at your English,
I was a bit fluent, I would
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
So he'd allow you to go to the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
He also he used to sell vinyl as well,
Yeah, he
right?
used to
At the
exclusive.
back, yes.
Let me be honest with you. Exclusive, you'd get them from that guy.
Right, your D-mobs of the world
Yeah,
and
you
stuff, right?
get like you know what I bought from him. I bought Come On and Get My Love from
Yes,
him.
yes,
Team
yes.
Up, yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So
and
where, you were playing at the still the club in Vosloorus?
no. Before the club, those 6 to 6.
Oh
things.
yes.
those 6 to 6. You know, when you're young, it's like now the youth came with a piano.
Okay.
The older generation, we don't really like them, but you understand, I don't know
Tolerate them.
Tolerate them. It was a situation like that to my dad. This house music was new, and there was also rap in between.
Yes.
On those Chicago house sounds, you
Yes.
get rap remixes.
Right.
There's a song called "It Takes Two."
Yes.
It was on House Chicago Volume 1. It takes two to make you think, all right.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. I have that song.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are the first songs that I bought.
Wow.
I used to just buy those compilations because it was cheaper
Yeah.
to buy a compilation than to buy a single.
Were there other people that you were playing with in the East End? Because, look, from the knowledge that we have, your name seems to be the name that comes up when it comes to the movement of house music in the East End.
Yeah, you know, I thought, but that's me anyway. That's the very same people that used to dance to house music.
Yeah.
There's a guy that I really like, was called Forza. DJ is late now.
Oh, rest in peace.
Forza. I taught him to DJ. I became friends with him. He used to win all the dance competitions.
Okay.
So I said, man, come. He became my friend, and then I taught him how to play.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I taught him.
Were you branching out to other townships as well? Were you playing at other townships? 'Cause
Yeah,
obviously
well,
they must have heard about you.
You know what? Honestly speaking, I think then I don't think it was called tenders, because my dad had a contract. There was a shop called Sales House.
Sales House.
So
yes.
they used to have Miss Sales House all over the country.
Oh, so you were traveling by then?
I was traveling.
Sure.
I was traveling, playing for all those beauty contests, event, and
What medium of music were you using? Are you using vinyl already, or are you using tapes when you were doing these tours?
You know, can I be honest? I still have reel to reel from my dad.
You use reel to reel?
I've got 2 reel to reels in my house.
Wow.
And I don't know why a lot of mastering guys,
Yes.
they always say, why don't we use these reel to reels?
Yes.
But now
yes.
I've just put them safe because, you know, I still have the 8-track player.
Even the player.
The player I've got in my house.
We need to
Yeah,
visit
kept
Choc.
It's like a museum.
Yeah, it's a museum.
That's why I've kept them.
Wow.
I've kept them.
You know, I've seen some videos of Kerry Chandler.
Yeah.
He actually
Plays
DJs ngama
reels,
reels.
yeah. Real, yeah.
The quality, guys, can I be honest? The quality, reel to reel was the best. And then 8-track,
Right.
vinyl, we think is the best.
Yes.
But it's still under your 8-track.
Wow.
So the best quality was from reel
Reels.
to reel. That's why even now the mastering guys, they prefer using, there's even a program they use to master our latest song, a reel to reel program.
Wow, man. Wow.
I still have the original reel to reel. I've got 2 actually.
Sure. Do you use them?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've just kept them. I don't
Yeah,
even
they're
know
just there.
how to use them.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, Choc, in this journey of yours, right? Like I said, you were not branching. Were you playing at other townships?
Yes.
Apart from, I mean the house music now, when you are going, because I know you're doing
from
promos,
sales
sales house,
stuff,
and all those.
Right.
Were you doing clubs elsewhere?
Okay. Honestly speaking, the only club I played at was Club Image. There was Saturdays and then there was Sundays.
Right.
In fact, it was Sundays only, and then they added Saturdays. So, because I had the house music, they really like my music.
Right.
Yeah, they really like my music. So I used to get booking, but my dad wouldn't allow me to go because my dad just wanted me in school and just to assist him.
Yeah, so
that
when
I
he,
can,
yeah.
And then that's when my dad decided to buy a club. That was 1989.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he built the first big club in Vosloorus called Choc's Place.
Oh, Duke's Place. Oh, someone did actually say something about Duke's Place.
Is it?
Yeah, on Clive's comments.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned Choc and said we used to go to Duke's Place.
To Duke's Place. Okay. Yeah. Is it still up and running?
No.
Okay.
It was closed maybe 4 years after I passed on.
Oh, okay.
We were still too young to run a club.
Right. But that was your residency, right?
It was my residency. That's when actually this DJing started being a full-time job.
Right.
Not only to me, for a few friends of mine.
Okay, they used to have an assistant.
Because me, I was focusing on school because of the family.
Of course.
And tennis.
Of course.
I used to be, we all say we were champs, okay, yes. My dad was the tennis coach, so I was fortunate. I used to be, maybe in 4 years, champ. So I was also focusing on that.
Wow. Prachok, take us through the how different is the industry now to what it was back then?
I mean, for me, the skill is gone, guys. People are just taking this DJing thing lightly.
Yeah.
They're just doing it for fun. And actually, from being a DJ, you can be something else that's very big. DJ is like your social media platform, which makes you meet everyone. If you do it right, you'll meet every person you can think of. The person that they say is untouchable.
Yes.
His relative will have a party,
Right.
they'll book you, he'll come, even if he'll stand a kilometer away from the event.
Yes.
But he'll still recognize you as a good DJ.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me actually, to break into the market. I was just playing for a Stockfell. So the boyfriend of one of the ladies used to be a boss at Metro FM.
Oh.
So he said, no, this DJ can be playing here. This is a very good DJ. I didn't even use proper turntables then.
Wow.
We're using belt drives.
Yeah, you know what? Belt drives, pitch.
Winder.
Yes, I was using those. I even had I still have a cassette player with a pitch.
With the pitch?
Yeah, double deck with a pitch.
So it exists.
Yes, I still have.
Hey man,
It's a techniques cassette. It's a technique. The pitch.
In a pitch.
Techniques. Yes, double cassette with a pitch.
And you could play from both those cassettes and mix them.
And mix.
You know what? It's not easy. Vinyl and cassette.
Oh, okay. Are we talking about Metro FM, Radio Metro Kosratep?
No, not because after, who's that light guy? I will tell you now. Yo, guys, I'm bad with names.
Okay.
I will tell you, but he also passed on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also managing the club here in Sentin Calabash and another one.
Oh, I know the guy you're talking about.
Ian.
Sekola.
Yeah.
Yes, the late Ian Sekola, yes.
He's the one. He took me from a Stockfell in Katlehong.
Wow. So now when he's taking you, he's saying you need to be playing elsewhere.
Yeah, not where I'm playing.
Wow.
Not a stock
He
filling.
said, not just Stockfell. I used to reside in a lot of Stockfells from Thursday to Tuesday. I was playing every day, different Stockfells.
Different neighborhoods.
Yeah, Davidton, Katlehong, Vosloorus.
Sure.
So you are the go-to guy for all these Stockfells.
Yeah, they like me. I don't want to lie to you. They like me, and like I said, I was not that professional, but then I was able to mix.
Yeah.
But besides that, Prashok, what is it really that you think they really liked about you? Was it maybe you had a good ear for the good music, or maybe you were introducing them into good music?
Can I be honest with you? I've always been just a commercial DJ. I've never wanted to prove a point to people, to my customers, and I didn't even care when they said, nah, this one plays commercial. I didn't care because I knew I had all these bookings.
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't care. All I was focusing on is to make my customers happy, get a new song that I think is going to be commercial and push it. So that by the time they hear it after 3 months, they say,
know
no,
where they heard it from.
So yes, I used to collect extras because you didn't just play commercial.
Yeah.
You'd have 1, 2, 3 that is new to introduce, but just be commercial. Play what people want, make them happy, let the person that booked you make money. Like I said, I used to play for Stockfields more than parties.
Right.
So I used to, that's why they always booked me, because I was making sure. And
That
then
you give the people what they want.
we were playing for 8 hours.
1 man.
Not this 1
One
hour
man.
business.
One man. You play from R&B, bubblegum, whatever, hip hop, now it's called. And you go to house, it was called international then.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was mixed. You had some local copies, your London beats,
Yes.
which you actually didn't really like. Your, what you call, Simple Minds. You know, those funny ones, and they make remixes, they make them sound better. They remix.
Who are some of your competitors at the time? I mean, the guys that you were playing against that you knew, there's this DJ, there's that DJ, I know they are.
You know, I heard about Ganyan. I really liked him. I really liked him, but I liked another young boy that he was training more than him after I met him.
Yes.
What was his name? David. I think it was David. He used to work with that boy. He was my favorite DJ.
Right.
And then MT.
Toxin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Toxin.
And then MT, you know, I really liked how he did business.
Yeah.
I really liked how he did business, and I actually learned a lot of things. Kanyane was the in thing then, so Toxin had time to talk to people and humble. To me, he's always been humble. I don't know if you guys know another side, but to me, he's always been.
Oh, Tina Makrotmanit, they're always good to us. They're always good to us.
So he was my favorite, especially Soweto.
Yeah.
Because when opportunities Soweto,
Yeah.
I've always respected space abanye abantu.
Right.
Yeah, that's from growing up nje. You know, you don't go ekasi lomuntu uchaze ukuthi uthola ama-booking ayi-20. Kumele uhlale nomuntu walapho.
Yes.
Ukhulume naye and ucheck ukuthi why is it me kwenzakalani nani grant. Ungangeni nje kuthi uma ungene kasi lo muntu you just call him, hey boss, I've got a booking endaweni so share around busy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Come, yes.
You know, that's what I used to do. Understand? And also it helps in you learning what actually the sound they like kulelo kasi.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
But you can say you are the best DJ. I'm telling you, I once went to Nelspruit.
Yeah.
Because I communicate with DJs, I was rescued by, what's this guy's name? He used to play for a local radio station near the song called, why am I so bad with names now? Tunkero.
Right, DJ
I was rescued by him.
Right.
Yeah, I was there with Glenn Lewis and Khaled And because I knew the right thing to do, I did call him, but he was honest doing his show. He said, no, I'll come see you.
Okay.
You know, when you went there, we thought you had the best music.
Yeah.
And it was a Metro FM event. Yes. You play 4 songs, they dance your first 4 songs, the 5th one, nah.
Then they're not feeling it. Like,
and you think you're playing the best. Nah.
I actually heard the same story, a similar story, from a DJ friend of ours. He went to Pretoria.
Yeah.
And at the time, there was DJ Mujava. One of the big names, Asekas, you know. He was saying, I went there and I hoid and I was playing good tracks. No one was dancing.
Yeah.
But when Mujava came in, people came out of their cars and started dancing. So I can believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's always good to have the relationship with people from the area.
Different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Right.
So that they can maybe teach you. You can even ask for 2 songs.
Yes,
from
you
me,
say,
like,
look, yeah,
okay,
what are
yeah,
the popular
just
songs in
if
your
you-
neighborhood? Let
and
me
they'll
play.
tell you.
Wow.
Oh, give him a chance, man. I mean, don't be greedy. Just give him a share of your.
Of your limelight and say, listen, this is your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Shine.
I say, Baba, 1-on-1.
Nice.
One understand?
Right.
Yeah.
That is a very profound way of thinking. And
Yeah. I mean, if we could all start thinking like that, Kambe, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
do you think that's what's missing in the industry right now?
Yeah,
That camaraderie ship.
Yeah, you know what? For now, I don't even know the best song.
Mm.
Because, okay, firstly, there's too many songs.
Mm.
I know these guys are hard workers. The one thing I will tell you, these boys by my piano, I don't know, I'm saluting them.
Right.
Bayabhala but
Yes.
if there's one thing, wonke ama-genre that I've heard,
Right.
well, even in Venek, ama-lyrics waba in Venek.
Yes.
But if there's one thing, ama-piano, there has never been a genre ebhala music njengabafana bamapiano.
They tell stories, right?
They tell serious stories.
Yeah.
If you want to know South Africa, listen
Yes.
to ingoma zamapiano.
Amapiano.
I mean, I'm up to date, but I'm up to date ngamapiano ngazo zonke ingoma.
Yes.
I don't want to lie to you.
Yes.
But those guys, ezayizolang nazo.
Yeah.
But those are nazo next week Friday.
Right, uzobe so nazo,
yeah.
yes.
But I'm telling you, lapho ngibanthulela isigqoko.
Yeah.
Bazamile sizamile wonke umuntu ngehouse nanani.
nekwaito nalo lafika.
Nekwaito lafika.
Balo bazama ukubhala kungabhaleki.
Yeah, babhala, you know what, bonke laba bamapiano.
Yes.
They go deep. They
Right.
go deep. Bakhuluma amaqiniso. Ezinye, you even ask yourself, "God, this boy is so young."
Uyithatha and
Uthatha
ayibhalayo.
And you know what? Ingoma zabo, ezinye they might sound bad, but if you listen to the actual message,
yeah.
those boys, no. Guy, lapho big up, bangakhuluma bakhulume bathini, lapho kulapho ba-excela khona. Ba-excela over.
Is it safe to say mhlambe ke Brachoko ukuthi since Lady Do is in the picture, is that why you are up to date ngamapiano?
No, not really. I mean, I like my music and I'm up to date. You know, I was playing in a special party last Saturday, Pretoria somewhere, in a very fancy place. If I was not up to date, I was gonna mess up because, firstly, Pretoria, and the guy I was playing for, he's doing all the big events in Pretoria.
Wow.
So he's been a friend of mine, and he's one of the guys, like I said to you, that when you have something, you empower someone from that area.
Right.
Let other people know.
Yes.
So I used to have a contract in SAP in Centurion.
Okay.
So he's one of the guys I used to work with. He was working as a rep then.
Oh.
As a rep. But you know what? I made him know, okay, outside of working for SAP, this is how you can make money. Come, why don't you have your own sound system? I actually built him a truck,
Sure.
a gig rig.
Yes.
A gig rig. To subcontract back to SAP. He left his job. Now that boy is done so well. That's why I am his DJ.
To this day.
He's now a big boss.
You know, I think there's a lesson that we are taking here from
I know I
Choc,
am.
you know.
I literally, that's right now. It's running. My head is spinning. I'm
Spinning,
like,
right?
This is it. Like, because it's coming from someone who exactly has done it.
It's done it.
It's
And
not a story.
it's proven it works, guys. Take someone, empower them.
You know, it
Leave the
does work. You know, I think that's what's keeping me in the industry. I'm not the best DJ. Yes, I was lucky. I got into business, but that's what kept me, because there's a lot of guys. Even though I always tell them they don't owe me anything. You understand? I did it
Out of the goodness of your heart.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you want to be successful, if you're selfish, actually, you're not going to be successful.
You don't go
because
anywhere.
You need people that are going to lift you up.
Right.
And those people must know exactly what you want. And if they know what you want and you actually open up to them to say, guys, this is how it's done. Because one other thing that people don't know as DJs, you don't wait for people to call you to say come and DJ. You go like umuntu ofuna umsebenzi, you go and uyofuna umsebenzi. Like umuntu that wants to work from Liver Brothers. Ngizocela I can handle this. I was actually the first DJ to be booked by Ikoruleni as a professional DJ, and I'm not going to disclose the amount I was paid, but I was paid as an artist. You know what? I took my time and I went to the arts and culture. They said, no, government doesn't book DJs.
Okay.
I said, guys, not that I'm taking work away from artists, but instead of you booking 10 artists, a DJ can handle 2 hours. Then we're playing 4 hours. For 4 hours.
Right.
I can handle 4 hours at this rate. So you're saving, and I can even play the music from that artist.
The same artist, yes.
They said, no, let's give it a try, let's see. And they had a 50-year party in Togoza.
Right.
Togoza was turning 50. They said, no, let's give it a try. I said, okay, now because you have a big event, what I'll do is I'm not going to play a set. I'll just play one for an hour before the festival starts, and then in between the artists, whilst they doing sound checks, and I play music.
Background music, right.
They said it was the best idea. After the event, when I was paid, someone got my check by mistake. They could not believe because the artist was big, so I was paid as an artist.
Yes, a performing artist,
But all I'm trying to say is you go look for a job.
Right.
And it's not only government. You go to ShopRite, you go to... That's what I used to do. You go to SAP. They'll use you. Yes, but now your profile has got your SAP, has got what. I never went and asked for a slot on radio. Radio came to me.
Wow.
My first job was Metro, which was 1996, with Chili M when he actually left YFM.
Right, rest in peace, Chili M.
That was in 1996, and then he messed up, we were kicked out. He messed up, he abused someone from the radio.
Okay.
Then we were kicked out, went home again. Didn't even care about radio. I was focusing on the job that I created myself at SA Breweries. They had events, but there's something that then there was Castle Loud. They didn't know that they could save money by having gig rigs. They had one which was big for festivals.
Right.
They didn't have small ones. I put a proposal to say, okay, guys, I've got a driver's license. I'm a DJ. I'm popular. I was popular then. That was 2003 now.
Yes.
I can build you these things. They said, no, let's try one. I said, I'll build one at cost.
Yeah.
I built one. Yes, they were very impressed.
By built, you mean building sound system from scratch?
A mobile...
that's another side of DJ Choc. DJ Choc can be a carpenter. I design trucks.
Wow.
I design gig rigs from scratch.
Mobile truck.
When I say from scratch, the only thing that I buy would be the head and the chassis of the truck. From the body, I design. And then I had my own brand of speakers.
So it's the mobile DJ truck you're talking about?
I actually introduced P Audio into the country. You can go to A1 Sound, they will tell you. And as soon as
Mohammed knows.
Mohammed,
Shout out to Mohammed.
He'll just say Choc. He'll tell you stories you won't believe. That guy, he still had a small shop. I gave him so much business. That was before I told him about P Audio. There was a company in Midrand that gave me a sample of P Audio. And I said, okay, guys, I'll push it for you. And then I installed it in, because I was now building 52 tracks for SAP.
52?
Yes.
Choc.
So I introduced the speakers all those trucks had, the small ones, 4-tonners had P audio.
Yo, Rachok.
So I made that company big, and I made the brand P audio big from those trucks.
So you could say you were like a brand ambassador for P audio.
Yes. But they started messing up when now there was money, a lot of money. They were making a lot of money because everyone knew about P audio to date. And then because now they started introducing amplifiers, which were called battery.
Right.
Yeah, they were very heavy, but they were very powerful.
Right.
I also fitted them in those trucks, and I like them. Maybe I had 20 of those amplifiers in my house. They were very powerful. So I supported those guys. And then once one amp blew, they would say, no, there's no need to buy spares for these things. You need to buy. I said, guys, I've fitted those things in SAP. I can't tell them we don't have spares for them. Rather, you sacrifice. They said, no. Nah. So they didn't take care of. So I had to move from them. I had to move. And then they had problems. That's how Mohammed took over P audio. That's how Mohammed took over. So I'm telling you, you can go to Mohammed, he'll tell you. That's the guy that introduced P audio into this country.
The key word here is building relationships.
Yeah.
Brachok.
Yeah, no. Building relationships.
You go to people. You talk to people.
You don't be arrogant.
Yeah.
And this VIP thing is the one that makes people suffer, these DJs, because they want to be in the VIP with their, what you call this?
Expensive champagnes.
You know, yes, VIP, you meet decent guys, what. But somewhere out there, there's a lady that's working at a very serious office.
Who's sitting at the corner?
Sitting at the corner. And that lady would like to meet you. Would like to meet you. And just to exchange numbers, then you're gone.
You're stuck there in that VIP section.
There.
You can't even...
Those people that don't even book you. Yeah, maybe there is a few that your bosses are there. Because me, I used to take DJing as serious work. You know, I would never think before I go to play.
Right.
Yeah, it's just always been me.
Yeah.
Even if I would have 3 girls driving with me.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get to the venue, they go and sit there. They wait till I finish.
Yeah.
And then I start my party after.
Yes.
And if I get my money there, if I get my money immediately after, I take the girls and go party somewhere else.
Right. Because uzemsebenzini.
You don't, if a person that works for Metro doesn't take his girlfriend to work. So you must respect the person that books you. Give them that respect so that they can book you. You know what? Even sometimes it was young guys that would book me. Respect him as he's even older than you. Because he's your boss for the evening. He's the one that's going to pay you your rent. So you give him that respect, and then that's why, I don't know, maybe people thought I was, because me, those radiant big clubs, I didn't even care. Guys from Katlehong Toza, but they bought me everything. They bought me a car, they bought me houses.
Racho.
From these small gigs, I'm telling you, I was only charging you 2,000 then. I'm telling you, it was a lot of money. But I was booked, I don't want to lie to you, for the whole year. The biggest parties, I ended up having 6 sound systems.
Moving around.
2 is booked in Katlehong, 2 is booked in Foster, 2 is booked in Whitefield. I'm talking about the Koroleni only. So I had DJs, I had a lot of DJs that I was empowering. Sweeto, there's a lot of guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that was empowering. Give him a sound system, go play there. I'll come at this time. Then I was becoming professional.
Yeah.
So I would play maybe for 2 hours. If it's a 21st, I know there's a program first. You tell him that this is a kind of song you need to play when the dead needs to speak, when the pastor comes in on the program. You prepare. I still do that even now. I still do that. You prepare the right music for those kind of people.
But Choc, like, you know, it's the small things that a lot of the younger generation take for granted. And
Even the older generation.
older generation. Because now my question is, do you think that's what made you guys last so long?
Yeah, you
opposed
know
to-
what? I would think so. I mean, I would say so.
Yeah.
Because, like I'm saying, I don't know why I still get bookings.
Yeah, people don't know that.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know, Choc is actually
He's still
gigging.
busy.
Yes,
He's
I'm telling you, last month I played every day.
You were telling me,
After-
like, off air now, like,
Every day.
Devin, when I say every day, I'm talking about Monday to Sunday.
guys.
Wow.
Different malls, different genres, like play for corporate whites, you go to Mlazi Township, you go to a taxi rank, you go, if I can show you the list of places I went to, I know you go to Indians, you must know your music.
Yes, you must know who you're playing
It's
for.
different kind of music in those places. I'm telling you, I was playing every day. My last day was the 10th July. That was my last day.
Like, you know, our jaws are dropped. It's a pity today we are behind the camera, but I'm looking at you and your jaw is literally like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because, you know, we so very often when I Choc, there are some up and coming guys that come and talk to us
Yes.
about, and sometimes when we say something like what you're saying now, it's like you're talking crazy. But now I'm happy that you, as someone who was at the forefront of this industry when it started in the country, you are sharing the same jams.
Same.
You know?
And still busy. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone who can come and say they were DJing every day.
As busy as what you are doing.
You know, even my daughter said, Baba, serious, all these events. And and you know what, they're 7 months ahead now.
You're booked 7 months in advance.
Yeah, that's 7 months that's coming from this month end.
Hey, my dad.
I'm going to be playing I only off one day, every day. And now it's going to be 3 different places in a day. But I'm going to empower other people to go and take care of
The other
others.
gigs.
Yeah, the other gigs is the same thing that I was doing in Durban. I had a target of 250. I'm not going to say because it's not political, okay?
Yeah.
I was actually playing for people to register to vote.
Okay.
In malls, taxi ranks. That's why it's corporate, then it's a kasi, then it... So
How do you cope?
And the
but
energy,
know
bro.
my
The energy, bro. Choc, where you getting that from?
you know, I try and exercise a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's very important, the food you eat.
That you eat, right.
Yeah, the food you eat. And I'm not saying drinking is a bad thing. I've stopped drinking 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had my time. I drink enough. I drink
Congratulations,
enough.
6 years now, yeah.
Yeah, 6 years now. I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
So I'm sober. The age, I mean, if I drink now and get drunk, I can't wake up at 7.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Because
those-
you're tired.
You're
Yeah.
tired.
And you've got a lot of work ahead of you. So you need that energy to be working.
And also the respect that I also told you about.
Yeah.
To respect each and every job you're doing. Because you don't know who's coming there.
Right.
It's very important. See now, like I was just telling you, I had 250 people to register in Durban a day. I was doubling that. So it was 250. That's why now they're giving me the 7 months. Understand? It is very important. I actually didn't even need to be there. But I made my bosses aware that a DJ is important. They just wanted background music. So I had 2 guys that, a new DJ and a guy from Pretoria.
Right.
I took a guy from Guatemala and from Pretoria.
Empower
Not my
these
neighbors.
guys.
Not my neighbors.
Yes.
Not people that I work with.
People within that community.
People that will actually understand.
That community,
Yeah.
right?
I took them Durban.
Now they're empowered.
Now they're empowered. And actually the other one I liked his driving. He's my full-time driver now.
Wow.
So I took two guys, I took them there. I was actually teaching them and then showing the people that booked me for the month that it is very important to have a professional DJ because they had just booked the soundtrack for the event. But now they never thought that it's different locations, different people. The music has...
It can't be the same.
Can't be the same. Can't be the same. We'll never go... Funny thing, I'm a piano. They just look at you in Durban. They know the songs.
Yes.
They will also dance to the 3, the 4.
Yes.
But forget it. All these popular Mapiano songs, they've got GOM remixes.
Wow. In Durban.
In Durban, they've got GOM remixes.
Because it has to speak to the people in that area.
They've got GOM remixes. I'm telling you, they've got GOM mixes. What's this one that I like now? In fact, I've got it. I was playing in the car. Not as good as nice.
I almost said.
Yes. I love that song.
Yes.
That's why, guys, I'm saying, I shout out to these
piano boys,
composers, right? And authors.
Piano guys, right?
But those people, just that message.
Yeah.
It's any message. Because sometimes umuntu uyakheka angazi ukuthi uzophelela laphi. Umunye uvala umnyango angazi ukuthi kusasa uzoba yena kokota kwakho umnyango.
Owakho, right? Yes.
Ungamdela umuntu asesikolweni. Ngoba wena uthi unemotonyana. So khulile. Ngoba kusasa uzoba iboss yakho. And that's what's happening to me. I used to play Nombuso Eval.
DJ Mbuso, right.
In fact, now I think I couldn't have to say sound grand. I see it was guy pricing right. Because I'm not sure if we are SRC.
He was actually in the
station.
The radio station. Yes,
that's a Val.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was. But I know when I come my event up by Val.
Yes.
You understand? Those days. So, he was
a young guy looking up to you and ended up being the same guy that's booking you.
Kamnandi. And those people I used to play for, Lap, were my boys SAP. Those are the people that gave me...
That used to go to the festivals, yes.
Those are the people that gave me the contracts SAP. I'm telling you, to date, I still get jobs from people I used to play for. In fact, vets and...
when they were still at varsity.
Those are the people that...
Life.
No, life in Jalo. And that, like I said, if you respect your work and give
don't
people
hope things,
opportunities. There's people like that I cannot, but there's two guys that I only used to allow to come and DJ in a SAP track.
Right.
Because I had that contract. I was making sure. So Yvette used to be one of my biggest customers.
Your client,
because they liked the track that I was driving was the only green one. The rest was Castle Red.
Yes.
So was the green one. I used to drive that one. It was red. The red was still new.
Right.
Then. So they used to say, no, you want the green track. And that made my name SAP.
Wow.
So there's very big guys now.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what split them, but it was two of them.
Yeah.
They used to go to the station, but obviously, was US. They will tell you, we were the only ones that were allowed to play good at track.
Also, you don't want to mention their names.
Euphonic, and you know the friend. I just don't want to. When people are back, I don't want to be like I was empowering them. You know what? Because I was also very strict. Because those tracks didn't belong to me. Yes, I did DJ contracts, but SAP wouldn't allow a lot of people to touch those things because Kubo, I made them buy expensive things.
Yes.
About my DJs, but they just used to have a CD player.
Right.
So because they had spent a lot of
money, so it could just be anyone.
Anyone that was allowed.
Right.
And they actually one day, bang said something wrong. When they were still in school, it was SAP.
Right.
Yes. To get that truck, you needed to buy a certain amount of liquor. And
Right, yes.
then you'd get it for free.
Okay.
Bona, they had something else that they were promoting.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Eish.
I had to take the risk, but because you know what? Some things the school needed that sponsor.
Yes.
There was nothing I could do. But we did it nicely. It was not the right thing to do, but we did it. And the very same one, Uzokhumbula ngaleyo nto leyo, made me do that. There was Smirnoff Ice, I think, which was the black one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
So we promoted it.
In the in this other track. But Choc, your daughter,
Yes.
Lady 2.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about Lady 2.
But yeah, when I really do, okay, firstly, best daughter ever, best girl.
Wow,
I would say most behaved. I don't know how to describe her, but yeah, most behaved girl I've ever seen. You know, when you're a DJ, we used to date in.
Yes.
But well, I raised her alone as a single parent since she was 10.
Right.
Well, obviously, when she was 13, you know what happens. I had to make calls, but she was able to learn, to have an opportunity to learn how to DJ at that same 10 years.
Were you the one teaching her?
Yes.
Right.
She was the closest thing ever. You know, I actually told myself that I was never going to get married. That's how much I loved my kids.
Wow, man.
So some holidays, they help out, say, I'm going home.
Yeah, so you have to stay with them.
I have to take her to an event.
Ish. So do you think that's where the passion came from?
Yes.
Okay.
But it was pretty hard because also I wanted to do the same thing as my parents did to me.
Right.
To say, finish school
Yeah.
before anything.
Right.
So I made sure she went to school.
Okay.
And you know, when you want to prove the mother wrong,
Yes,
as a single dad raising kids, it was due to her younger brother,
Right.
Sipo.
Yeah.
So I made sure they had I took care of them.
Yeah.
And I just used to date. I never had a wife.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in raising the kids, I respect them. Even in my first house,
Yeah.
I built I had another door on the side so they couldn't see if I came in with a girlfriend or what.
Yes.
So
they don't get exposed to.
Yes. So I had another door next to the garage, and I made sure they had the whole side of the house,
Right.
all side of the house, with their PlayStations,
Yes,
something
yes,
that would keep them at home. I made sure. So, but I taught her very early, but I didn't allow her to expose. Her first gig was Castle Loud. And because she was a very good dancer, I introduced her to Chigamachi.
Okay.
You know those two shadows.
Yes.
That when Chigamachi started, the girl was Lady 2.
Oh,
imagine.
That's a good dancer.
Imagine, and we used to just see the silhouette.
That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't the actual person.
Yeah, that was when she started.
Was it a conversation that you guys had, or did you think it was going to be something natural for her to be in the industry, or did she sit down with you and say, "Papa, I want to"?
No. You know what? She was just supporting me, and like I said, she was a girl, and I was just trying to make sure.
Right.
That relationship,
Yes.
it was strong, but there's other things that you couldn't discuss, me and I.
Okay.
And remember, I was also young.
Yes.
Yeah, because at 17 I had to.
Yeah. So you guys sort of like relate because she's 17 years old.
Yeah. So she was very close to me.
Okay.
So I made sure, like I'm saying, about December or June or Easter, I would have a problem of the lady going home, and I would say, okay, let's go to this event, but you're not allowed in.
Yeah.
You go and sit in there. I'll beg the owner to say, please,
Just let us sit there.
On the side or in the office
Yeah.
or somewhere where there's
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just sit there. But she's picking up.
no, at home. At home.
Okay.
She'd be a DJ.
Right.
Like I'm saying, Castle Out was her first event, and that's when my younger brother came back from the UK.
The UK, Uzan.
Uzan.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to TK.
Yeah.
So, Ekaya ni three.
Yeah, she three.
You've got an older brother, you're the middle guy.
Yes.
And Uzan.
Uzan, yeah.
Is your older brother in the entertainment industry? Not at all.
That one went to school, got his degrees. And
Yeah.
Just working.
So it's you and Zandi.
Yeah, it's
Did
me
you
and
expect
Zandi.
Zandi to be a DJ?
Actually pushed him to go to London, taking him away from all these wrong things.
Right.
Yeah.
Best
so,
decision, right?
Yeah, he did IT in the UK, what.
Yeah.
But now my problem was I needed the music that side.
Okay, yes.
Yes, I needed the music.
So was he supplying you?
So when I used to send him money
Yeah.
to buy me vinyls,
Music, yeah.
he'd buy for himself. He'd also buy for himself.
Right, so it keeps some aside.
Yeah.
Hey, Zandi.
Nice.
So, and then he stopped asking for money because it was just me and my mom
Right.
that were sending money to
Yeah.
him. He stopped. I said, okay, what is going on?
Is he okay? Yeah.
Is he okay? He said, no, I've got gigs. And I knew that.
He was gigging overseas already.
Yeah, I
So
was
now iyahlangan ukuthi man so kushuthi uthenga lo music.
Yeah,
Then he's been buying music with all this money.
He's been
But
buying-
bongalahlanga still.
No, bengalahlanga, no.
Right.
I was happy. When he left here,
Yeah.
I already taught him.
Yeah.
Cleo was the closest friend to Zandi.
Right.
They went to school together. I'm
Oh,
not
DJ
gonna
Cleo.
say
Oh, DJ Cleo. Shout out to DJ Cleo.
Yeah, he was a close friend. So
Right.
after school, they would come in, then we'd say garage,
Yes.
set up yam,
Oh,
come in,
and practice.
prepare
eh.
and practice and what.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Cleo is original from Vosloorus.
From Voslo. Okay. So, Grootman, yeah, I'm so intrigued today. Take me through some of your most memorable gigs that you've done, not just, East End, all over.
I've done big ones.
Yeah.
My first big event was the launch of the Miller, SAP Miller.
The brand.
The brand
Okay.
Miller Draft.
Right.
When they first came to South Africa.
Yeah, when they first, I did that whole promo, Carltonville, Western area, Gauteng, Nelspruit, everywhere. So I was doing the whole tour. But they had the main event with that Black Eyed Peas, which
Wait.
also...
When they were performing in South Africa.
Yes,
So you were.
yes. In fact, I built up to that, and then that was the biggest one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was,
I know you asked that question, but you were not expecting that.
I did it.
yes, with Black Eyed Peas. So, like I'm saying, I did all those events. It was over 200 events before the main one. I did all of them myself, my company, not anyone else.
So you were playing before the performance and you were.
I had 6 events a day. A day. Friday, 6, maybe Saturday, 7, Sunday, 3. So that's what I used to do.
You also spoke about the news, the news cafe in
When it
Maponya Mall.
Okay.
Well, when
First
Maponya Mall was launching.
Before the news cafe, when Maponya Mall was being opened, I was a DJ there.
You were the DJ that was
that
opening up
on
the.
that day. On the first day when Maponya Mall was being opened, I was one of the DJs. And T, if I remember very well, but I remember I had other gigs I had to go to after. But I played during the day. On the opening of Maponya Mall before. But then I was a resident at Backroom.
Oh, the
Every
back room.
Sundays I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, formerly Soul
Sundays.
Cafe,
Soul
now
Cafe,
it's
yeah.
Conca now.
Yeah.
So I was a resident. I used to do Sundays, but I was only playing old school.
What?
At backroom. There's guys that used to work for RGPC, which they did Moye, Jack Daniels. In fact, when Jack Daniels was launched, it was launched in Soweto at Maponya Mall.
Was this now the first time Jack Daniels in South Africa?
Yeah, it was launched at Maponya
Yo,
Mall.
it?
I was the DJ. I was also the DJ. That was a big black truck. I was the DJ that evening. That's when the new cafe deal started.
The News Cafe?
Yeah.
So from that gig came the News Cafe.
And then I said to them, but you guys don't have a proper sound system. It gave me an opportunity to apply to the news cafes to better their sound systems. But I had to prove that this vibe thing is going to work for a news cafe.
Right. So the concept was
Yes,
Maponya Mall.
Maponya Mall. So I brought my sound system there every day. Pack it in the morning, bring the following day.
And then they saw that it worked, and then you applied it to the news cafes across.
Yeah, applied to fit, but they wouldn't obviously buy CDJs and
Right.
the right sound system so they could make a vibe.
Wow.
Yeah.
To this day, that concept that you see at the news cafes is something that you came up with.
Yes, I actually begged. But you know what? Because the owner of the one in Maponya Mall,
Right.
he had two. One in Maponya Mall and one in Rustenburg.
Okay.
So he was a very nice guy.
Right.
You know, he'd give me, he'd say, okay, let's try it. Let's see if it will work. But hey, I'm worried about these people. They'll come here and say, this is now like a stock file. I said, no, man, let's give it a try.
Give it a try.
He said, no, come, let's do it. And fortunately, I had a slot on Metro every Saturday, so I could promote places via the radio stations. Remember, I was not getting paid then.
Yes.
Yeah, but at least I was on the Gig Guide.
Right. Yeah.
So which made me more popular.
Yes.
Out there, and they would advertise my events.
Yeah.
So it worked.
It worked. Yeah. I mean, you remember we spoke about this. That yes, there was no money with you working for radio, but it elevated you to a platform of 100%. You getting more gigs, right?
Yeah, true. Actually, even the radio DJs, they don't make money from the,
the actual radio.
The actual radio.
Yeah.
It's other bookings they get as an MC, as whatever.
From
That's
being a radio DJ. Right. So, there's a news cafe. There's a club in Benmore called the Calabash.
Yes.
Were you also resident there?
Yes, for only a month.
Right.
And then the owner, Bibi, decided to go, and there was an old club in Katlehong called Easy by Night.
Easy by Night.
He said he was planning on having a second club, and he went and bought Easy by Night and put the best sound system I've ever had in clubs.
Wow.
And then he said, now this is your club. But I went there with Kanyana and his younger brother, David.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him as David.
Yes.
So I went there, and Kanyana had the other contract. So I think after about 2 months, it was just me and David, because we could handle that whole club.
Right.
And then the local DJs from Katlehong, Bokoti,
yes,
would come there.
Yes.
Because I had to say, we've got other DJs, they would come there.
Right.
And big artists used to come there. Lebu was always there, the late
Lebu
Matosa.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. That's when she was pumping.
Yeah.
She was always there. So,
apart from Uzandi and obviously Uledi too, some of the DJs in the East Rand that I wouldn't necessarily say are from your school, but whom you feel you've laid a hand in growing their careers.
You know, because I've supported a lot, man. I've supported a lot. Okay, Clock.
Clock.
Yeah, shout out
DJ
to
Clock.
Clock.
Yeah, man. DJ Clock.
Yeah. Cleo.
DJ Cleo. Obviously, Cleo, you said is.
I was very close to Zand.
Right.
But you know what? I wouldn't say I did that much, but you know, I know Uchi. Cleo liked music. I won't say more than my brother, because my brother, which I was staying with.
Yeah.
So Cleo was like an outsider. He just come in, but wakabanga, you know what? He can do more than DJ. I also liked him.
Yeah.
And together, Banosbu.
Yes.
That's when YFM was pumping.
Yes.
I just
Spoom,
DJ Spoo, yeah.
Yes.
It was DJ Spoo,
You man. So when they started them which had their first song, had the worst mastering and mixing, I don't know. He's of valley.
Yeah.
They had the worst. But because I had Castle out, behind the scenes, I had to support them.
Right.
I remember Ipuar was not going to be happy because I took Cleo as my younger brother.
Yes.
And Osbubeng Mazi, but Ngamchoilang.
Yeah.
Mazi as UTJ was
YFM,
made half hour.
Yes.
And then there was a competition in Pinoni. There was a very expensive club that was being opened. We had a competition. I won the contract against Abanyabo DJ. I'm sorry, I won't mention names, man. Some things.
Okay.
It's all right. You don't want to shine.
Yeah.
No. But I beat the most popular DJs.
Wow.
I got residency there, and then I
Wait,
realized.
Choc, so you've got the residency because of how you
winning
played,
the competition.
so you were actually in the competition.
In the competition,
and you
DJs
won the competition.
You needed to win the competition to get the job.
Oh.
There was a club in Lakeside Mall.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of the most expensive clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Valley, it was just YFM all over.
Yeah.
DJs, YFM, and there was once Pretoria and Metro.
Yeah.
Those were the radio station with Kibabo DJ.
Yes.
So there was a competition. So what I had, Mina, I just cut. Everyone was using a cell. So I had SLs, but I bought the most expensive turntables in the world, Vestex.
Vestex?
Yes.
Right.
Which had reverse and one joystick.
Very advanced, yeah.
Yes,
very
hip-hop DJs love the Vestex.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to DJ Styles, because DJ Styles.
Oh, rest in peace,
yeah,
DJ
he
Styles,
had Vestex.
Right.
When the first time I heard of it, I was like,
Really? Thinking,
yeah, I mean, he was he could afford it at the time, and he wanted to be different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody worship SL top
SL, you know
and then he was like, nah, this isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those were the first. In fact, I think they were the first and the last. Maybe they made digital turntables.
Yeah.
So I had those. So I figured out I had to change the setup for the computer.
Did you take out the SLs or
Vestex? So
that just blew people's minds, right?
Them goody, a song can be reversed.
Yes.
I did all those skills. Yeah, I understand.
So that gave you the upper hand, right?
Yes, good man, this guy. No, it was easy for me because even now, teaching people who
yeah,
it's very easy, man.
Yeah,
I thought I don't even mind. I don't even hide it.
Yeah,
you don't have to go. I can play 20 songs in 2 minutes. Mix.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 20 songs.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because it pitch. Foot my digital, DJ.
Yes.
That's why I'm cutters.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
much easy. The difference is about 4. If you know, I'm a different ka 8 and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's 4 times 4, 16
4 beats, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
8, 16,
4 on floor.
Yeah. 24, 32. Sometimes I'm a program, so to compose music are not the same. You end up, instead of going 42, no, not 42, 32.
Yeah.
Can be about 28.
Yeah.
That's 4.
You shot them at 4,
Yeah, so the mix ingoma, especially in the CDJs, you know what? You don't have to battle. You push on about 8.
Yeah.
You toil up, you play around.
Yes.
Okay, you can exact or minus
Quantity,
1
yeah.
because the programming is fun. Or some, then it was Cubase and all the other programs. Fruity Loops, they used to hate it.
Yeah.
The companies, they used to say, you can actually hear this is from Fruity Loops.
Yes. Yeah.
And now,
Look at Fruity Loops
Yeah,
now.
Right now.
Right.
that's why I need if umuntu Fruity Loops knew or people didn't like it, especially the record companies, the big record companies.
Yes.
As soon as they could pick up,
Ish.
they could pick up resin, they could pick up Fruity Loops.
Yes.
They didn't really mind resin because remember most schools around the Vosloorus Candy.
Yeah,
So they didn't, but Fruity Loops they never used to like it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that boy about to clock.
Yes. He mastered the
You
thing.
ask Jakanyane.
Right.
Kanyane will tell you, Baba. Kuti, that boy.
Yeah.
I'm still saying, even now, a problem, Kuti, when you grow up and when you have money, now you start thinking, what made you? Man, I need to upgrade.
Yeah.
And then that's when you actually lose it.
Yes. Stick to the basics that puts you where you are.
Because sometimes you ukhulisa music wakho.
Yeah.
Ukhule kakhulu ungasabi wala bantu abakusupportayo.
Yes.
That statement.
You lose it. That's why I'm taking away. I don't care what people can say. I was just a commercial DJ.
Right.
You play something that you actually wish to be commercial. Let me say so.
Yes.
Or you know that this is going to be commercial.
Yeah.
If it sounds like this, people will definitely like it.
Right.
I never used to compromise with it. DJs don't book you.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
They will never pay.
They'll never. Yeah. Other DJs will not book you, right?
So there's no point trying to prove to them.
My boss work is those people that are dancing.
Yes. That's your boss.
Those are your bosses.
Yeah.
Those are your bosses. That 10 rands about 10 IP is the one that pays you 10,000.
Exactly.
So, Mauchabli Sebon, I'm shut to any you go wherever.
Yeah.
21st birthday, mawufika lapho ngathi hey mina ngidlala eceleni kweSoweto hayi kube ngiseDeep Kloof or kube bengikuphi. Do your best,
right,
because the relative might be a doctor or someone that runs something that needs music.
Yeah.
Or he probably funded that whole party, that whole small party for his nephew or his cousin or whatever. You understand?
Yes.
So he'll be in his X5 or supercar standing there. Just watching, because he doesn't want to be packed with his bottle.
Yes.
He bought a Makodin Swabantu.
Yes,
He doesn't want to people next to his bottle with his wife. You understand? But that person is listening to you, playing as a DJ. And then
making up his mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
DJ. And then you start getting bookings from him. Sekati has company owns some events, or maybe he owns a events company or something, and then start getting work, and then you're gone.
You know, someone once told me, Choc, it's a DJ friend of mine, that sometimes you get to a gig and you find there's 4 people. Play like you're playing for 4,000 people.
That's exactly what
because you don't know who of those 4 people are. Who is it?
That's exactly what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
You know, Mina, what I'll tell you, in those 4 people there could be 4, but probably there's a rep of some company, a liquor company, or it's a promotion, everybody's a promoter, he the boss, also share those girls that are promoting whatever, the whiskey or brandy. And then we'll pick up those cards, because he's not going to stay there for the whole evening.
Yes, and that's the time that he has.
That's the time that he has. When he's dropping off, setting up with the girls to leave them, to promote whatever they're promoting. Whether it's cigarettes or something, maybe 3 companies sponsoring the one event. but it's not successful, not well marketed.
Yeah.
But when you're doing like, you know what, you're doing it for TV.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then the guy says, yo, hey, they're out today. Hey, as in, I shouldn't have left.
Kuna this guy, when I dropped off the girls. Yeah.
Guys, who bought the outlet owner or out here, out, hey, man, hey, out here, in blind, in the I know you're funeral. Then you're gone.
And that's your winning formula.
Yes.
If anybody has to then ask, what is your winning formula? Your formula has always been,
do your best.
Do your best.
Don't say, Toza, because I've got another kick in Sentin.
I'll just play here and then go to my Sentin.
In fact, if you can, because at Sentin, you'll find those people about, you know, you've got a black coffee.
Who are you? Yeah.
You're nothing. And when you think, they're paying you well. Those people, they can afford whoever. It's just that
you're probably the
someone
cheapest.
the cheapest. And they don't even take that event serious. It's just a party, staff member party, not a boss's party.
Yeah.
But you still impress. But if you impress Lao and that's why that one could be a once off for
it's gonna bring
can
in
take you to Kakeong, take you to Soweto, take you to Soweto is big. Soweto, I wonder if Nabazi Bazwa Soweto. 1.2 billion.
Yes.
1.2 billion. Yes. Soweto one. You understand?
Yeah.
So imagine look at work in Soweto. Everyone wants to be part of anything in Zagale Soweto. But not everyone can play. When it comes to music, you don't go there and take chances. You understand? Rather go with the mind, I'm just going to make those people dance. It's commercial. You know what? Just make those people dance. Leave the guys to do what they know best. Lucas. So it has always been my challenge. But when they like the message in songs and the soul. The soul. You know, I was listening to some new boys by my piano. There's a song called Osam Chord. Yeah, it's a gospel. I'm a piano.
Yes.
Gabs had a small who's those boys that did the gospel album? Those two boys. Artwork Sounds.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. You listen to that song, but you know what, it touches you. Whether I'm a piano or mamela or mamela. But the production of the song, that's the Soweto kind of music.
Have you thought of, have you done any production?
Mina?
Yes,
I've been doing production for a very long time. Like I'm saying to you, I like being behind the scenes and I'm happy.
The reason I'm asking is because I was checking out your Instagram and you were with a few artists, like some vocalists.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you were working on some project. And that's why I'm asking, have you been producing before?
Cool.
The whole time?
You check Clear's first album.
Yes.
As a move. There's even a song called Chocolate Groove.
So on his first album, you were there.
You go and check Clocks, Mahamba Edo.
Yes.
You'll check there.
Hey, Wafetu.
So, but like I'm saying, but you know, when you say you're working with guys, and you know, because Tina, we don't actually do much. It's these boys that do it on their own. When you just have the ideas and you know the melodies that work, because of the experience.
Right.
You understand? Don't want to now make as if you did something to the song. You just give the boy an idea of what
planted a
work.
seed.
Yes. Just give the boy an idea, you know. Okay, for instance, the Mahamba Edo. No, there was a song that I was playing in Stockfells. It was not the best produced songs. Called Groovist.
Yeah.
By Spokes H.
Right. Yes. Shout out to Spoke Sage.
Yeah, I know that song. Yeah. Yes.
Wahamba Etwa. Yes.
I said, look, okay. Fine, Mamela. Look, Mr. Shisa, but he didn't have his own album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was doing productions here for completions.
Yeah, yes. He was very close to Kanya.
Yes.
He was very close. In fact, look, I'm not going to claim anything. I would say Kanya on fire industry.
Right.
You know, I just showed him a little bit, I was going to have his own.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I don't want to. He's from Mekaslami. I was actually close to DJ Fofo.
Okay.
Yes. And Fofo was his neighbor. So, but he came to me in my studio because I had built one of
a proper
studio,
yes.
Vosloorus in my house.
Yeah.
So, there's how we get the idea and then nice melody just for the song.
Yeah.
And I said, Hambani. I didn't say Hamba.
Yeah.
Hambani nayo. It's fine.
And he became a big hit.
Big hit. But it has always been me.
Choc,
yes.
I so wish singahlala and continue and talk because there's so much that you're spreading that personally I'm absorbing. I know he's absorbing as well, you know. And we can't thank you enough for your time. You're a busy man. I know you're going to be busy after this.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time. We appreciate you just coming to hanging out with us and sharing wisdom because, you know, sometimes we think we know, but we don't know. And what I've learned today is of value, which is something I'm going to use. I'm sure we're going to use it after this.
Yeah, 100%.
So, thank you so much for coming through, Frotmani.
Yeah. Thank you, Choc. Thank you so much.
Sure. Guys, we'll see you. Peace and love.
Yeah, peace and love. Thank you.
Yo, Frotman. I don't see the Frotman. I am a man.